Hi everyone, and welcome back to the We channel, your We channel. So yeah, all my transformational butterflies, I'm so excited for our next installment of our next videos. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. The channel, as you know, sorry, I've just got treats for Yukon over here, our co-star. So yeah, the channel is about transforming your inner world so that you can deliberately create what happens in your outer world, and all these different amazing parts of ourselves, our magnificent mind, our thoughts, our emotions, our subconscious, we just have all these parts just rummaging around ourselves, and they're super important, and you want to respect them, and hence the name of the channel, the We channel, So we is really you. It's to take all those different parts of yourself that are, moving off in different directions, your thoughts, your mind, your subconscious, your body, your psyche, and you want to just really integrate them and bring them together and align them, and then go forward out into the world and make a difference, decide how you want your life to go. So yeah, butterflies, how do we transform our outer world? How do we start working with this amazing inner world? And so this gratitude segment is going to be a series of segments, because gratitude is really so important, in our journey to transformation. Gratitude is critical. It's a critical element of manifestation, and using your sixth sense. The sixth sense is your inner world that really creates the five sense world, the five sensory world, And without gratitude, you become quite forceful in your intention and the way you do things, It becomes like something hitting a blunt object till it transforms itself. And that act of forcefully going out there and making things happen and being oblivious to gratitude, you're going to eventually get what you want, but it's going to be a bit of a struggle, and at what price. So where gratitude comes in, it does so many things, and it kind of like builds confidence. Look at this little greedy guts over here. It builds confidence, because you get to see your daily miracles unfold, You start to take note of what's good in your life. So wherever you are, whichever part of the world you're in, if you're living in a little shack, a hovel, if you're living in a palace, if you're living in a hotel, if you're living in a small house, if you're living on the streets, if you're bedridden, you're struck with a disease, you can't move, wherever you are, you want to get into the habit of being grateful for the things around you. And you want to do it at first, in a non-threatening way. You want to take people out of it, because people can perhaps be a bit threatening. The relationships you have with others can be a bit, disturbing or unsettling, or not quite at the level you want it with your spouse, your boss, your colleagues, people around you, your church, your mosque, whatever it is. But you want to start doing it in a non-threatening way at first, and you want to just start journaling, either in your mind or writing it down. Writing it down is really quite nice, because it kind of takes it out from your head and it puts it down on paper and it makes it more real, That's the one thing. The second thing about putting it down in some format, whether it's painting or sitting down and just going over and over and again in your head over and over again, because some people don't like writing, But it's important to just go over it in your head or write it out, and acknowledge it when it happens, or at the end of the day, or at the beginning of your day, Because what happens is it starts, cementing and laying down a consistent thought that good things do happen to you, and you are worthy of good things. So the negative subconscious programs that are rummaging around there and dictating what really happens to you, they start getting shifted, and new programming gets put down, that, wow, this great thing happened to me. Person at the bus stop, just gave me such a great smile, I had such an amazing chat with the person on the tube, I was out, just walking my dog, and my dog just looked up at me with these adoring eyes. Look at this one, I'm totally in love right here, But my dog just gave me such a warm embrace, and it was filled with such love. And I'm so grateful for these things. And when you're in that world of gratefulness, when you lose yourself in that world, and when you start to become really, really familiar with that world, you start inviting the miracles in faster, a lot faster, and you start seeing the synchronicities, because now your mind is wired differently. Your mind is wired to look out for good things instead of looking out for the bad things, We only have to put the TV on to see how many bad things are out there, And we don't want to be oblivious to it, but the real reality is what's inside, and that's going to create the hard reality, the 5 sensory reality of what we see, touch, feel, smell, and taste, etc. But that 6th sense is where you really want to play around in when creating the life that you really deserve, when you create the life of happiness and joy and love, and then creativity and inspiration, and the awesome things come through. But important to note when manifesting is not to focus on the end. It's really the journey. And I know we've all heard this so many times. We're so tired of hearing this. What the hell does that mean anyway? I just want something to happen. But I was watching an Abraham Hicks clip quite a while ago, and Esther Hicks spoke about, well, Abraham Hicks really, Esther Hicks channels these beings. You can see it on YouTube. This entity called Abraham, So Abraham basically says, if you had a buffet, I'm not going to say it as well as them, so apologies in advance, but if you had a buffet with all the things that you liked, completely laid out in front of you, roast beef, gravy, drinks, whiskey, like whatever you ever wanted, and I told you to consume it all at once, you'd be turned off. You'd be like, no, you want to savor it. You want to enjoy it, And that's the journey to creating what you want. You want to actually look at those little things like, oh, hey, I put out there that I want to always have a parking space, a convenient parking space, And when that happens, you go back and you write in your journal, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, this happened to me today, And I often tell my partner, I'm always telling him, oh babe, this happened to me today, another miracle unfolded and another miracle. And now he's like, okay, which miracle unfolded today, So he's also getting used to my dialogue, and I'm getting used to it. So my brain is rewiring and firing in a different way, a way that I now expect good things to happen to me, So yeah, just a quick video to start doing it in a non-threatening way, I woke up this morning and the bed sheets were so awesome and soft, I had a peaceful sleep. I just woke up refreshed, I just cooked this delicious meal. I'm so grateful, and you're basically giving a signal to the world out there and the universe and the divine intelligence that orchestrates everything, that you are ready for miracles. You start noticing things. And when you start noticing only good things happen, So what you put out there is what you get. It's common sense, really. All of these things, really common sense. So yeah, we're going to be talking about gratitude. This is just an introduction to the series that we'll be unpacking, but it's really a key part of manifestation. And in the next video, we'll be talking about how to go about journaling and scripting it, in a way that's going to make your manifestation happen faster. So I think Yukon has passed out, but bye from Yukon and I. So we'll see you in the next video. Lots of love. Bye. Oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the like button and the bell button to subscribe, and please do share, and we'll chat to you on the next time around. Bye.